Hello, welcome. Who's that? Wanda, welcome, Queen. Thank you for being here. Sierra, welcome, Queen. Appreciate you coming in. What you ladies got going on today? It's Saturday. What you ladies got going on? Me and the kiddos went to an event, a local event today. So we just got back in not too long ago. Um, Relaxing, happy to be out of the heat. It was a nice event, actually, um, at a local church. My mother met someone a week ago, um, and they told her about it. So she turns around and calls us like, it's an event for you and the kids to go to. So we went, and all week she kept reminding, what Saturday is. And I'm thinking, like, well, what is Saturday? I'm just studying, thinking, the thing for the church, because she met the woman, so we got to go. I'm looking like, okay, they invited us, just like anything else. But, we had to go. But the kids wanted to go anyway, and I was okay with that because I have been not feeling so great lately. So anything we can do now, we're doing. To close out our summer. And any little free events that's local that we can make it, I try to make it so the kids can always have something to do. Trust me, it helps me out. It keeps them out of my hair for a little bit. Well, let me say this, depending on the event, because some events, there's so much to do, it's overwhelming, and it's like I'm doing more work. Like today, they wanted to be in a jump house. I had to hold all their belongings. Face painting. It was really, really nice. It was what they call a backpack drive, but there was so much going on. So the face painting, the jump house, they were giving out free haircuts. They was giving out the backpacks and school supplies. Of course, they had gospel music playing, which was a nice ambiance. They had a lot of games set up, like volleyball and tennis and Jenga and other little games that the kids could play. And then they had free food, so the kids had water ice. And after that digested, then they went over and they had burgers and hot dogs. They had some pasta salad. They had a table set up with all different types of chips and cheese curls and pretzels. And you name it, it was out there. Water, juices, and sodas. So it was a lot going on. They enjoyed themselves, which was very important to me. So I was okay with that. We stayed out there, I want to say a good 3 hours. Was it hot? Heck yeah. I see right here. Don't know if you guys can see it. Feel like I got burnt because I had to change the scarf I had on. I was sweating so much. But this is, look, the difference in my complexion. Because we were in direct sun. That was the only thing I didn't like about it. No matter where I went, we were like in the sun. So I was roasting out there. But again, the kids had a good time. And to me, that's all that really matters. So yeah, they really did have fun. They had a lot of fun. And again, if it's free and it's local, why not? They don't give out much for free. So you got to take advantage of what is there. I didn't think the boys would want backpacks because we went to another drive earlier in the week when I first started feeling better and wanted to get out of the house. So they got a free backpack there. And I was trying not to take the ones, that they had today, but they were like, no, it's for the kids. It doesn't matter. Just take. So they got some backpacks. I'll show y'all those in a few. Very nice ones. Now, the ones we went to the other day, they were just plain colored. All of them were black, but the stitching were different colors. So they had blue, they had green, they had red, and they had orange. And it was really, really organized. When they opened the door, they had the tables lined up. The kids can go take whatever color they want. They were already packed with the school supplies. And then you just grab your backpack and you go out. They let 5 people in at a time. Very organized, very nice. And it was nice. They gave them free backpacks. But then today, they was like, oh no, we noticed that a lot of the backpack drives give out those basic colored backpacks. And we wanted to do something different. And I was like, okay. So the kids were actually able to pick out backpacks that had characters and stuff on it. So that was really, really nice. I like that. Let me show you guys their backpacks. I'm just sending this out real quick. I think we're done. Wave, welcome in, Queen. Good to have you here. It's been a while. No, actually, you came in the other day. I saw you recently. Thank you so much. I wasn't feeling well, and I think you came in when I just came in to say hi. And I was out at the park with the kiddos. Thank you so much. I was just telling them that we went to a backpack drive today, and that the kids had a great time. So I'm about to show you guys. Ooh, I'm trying to send it out individually. Please don't go out as a group. Okay, I'm sending out a text, and I didn't want to mess that up. But I'll show you everybody's backpacks now real quick. Just making sure it went out. If you notice, they're kind of Tyjon, turn that down. Don't start making all that noise, okay? If you notice, they kind of settled down because we were out in the heat all day, and I think they're tired. So I have them here. So the first one, this one is Kha'yair's. I'm hoping that the light is not blinding you. This way. Okay. So that's Jurassic Park. This is Kha'yair's. He chose that one. I haven't even looked inside yet. I could just feel that they have all the supplies inside. Let's see what they got. So we got a pencil case. Okay, so there's glue stick and erasers in it. Oh, there's other stuff that can go in it too. Oh, still pulling out. Oh, wow. They got a lot of stuff in here. Nice. Okay, so there's a folder that comes in. A notebook, one subject. Then there's a composition book. We're pretty set. This is nice. This is so nice. All of this for free. Scissors. Put them right inside that. They have pencils, a pack of 6. Oh wow, and these are Jurassic Park, so they match the backpack. Then there's a pencil sharpener, and it has erasers in there. Don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, that's nice. Really, really nice. And then, oh, this can't fit. Take that out. No wonder they had it out. This might be able to fit. Hold on. Box of crayons. Oh, what's that? 24 count. Really, really nice. Oh, they're very generous. Okay, that can't fit in either. That's why they had it outside the case. So, put this back. And then the life book. Because again, this was a church function. So, oh, this is so nice. A nice little gift for you, it says. So the name of the church is Temple of Love and Praise Incorporation. And they actually were in Philadelphia. And they recently moved over here in Jersey. No pencil. They recently moved over here to New Jersey. So they're trying to do like the outreach program and get more people to come to the church. One moment. Okay, so this next one is TJ's. It's Spider-Man. Trying to make sure you guys can see it. So this is TJ's, and they all have the same thing in them, guys. The next one is the Paw Patrol. This is really nice, and they have the pockets on the sides for the water bottles and everything, and then of course the pocket across the bottom with extra little area where you can store things. Very, very nice. This is nice. And then Kha'yair took Mario Brothers. So this is really, really cute. Again, for the water bottles on both sides, which I like. This one have the extra pocket up here. And again, they all have, I could feel it, they all have the same supplies in it. But this is a nice this pocket is full. So it goes all the way up from here to the bottom. So this is nice. Very, very nice. I don't know about what they do in your states, but here I've already started receiving, like, I'm gonna turn this around so you won't see my address. Like these packages in the mail, and it's like the paperwork that you start filling out for the beginning of the school year, like lunch applications, their bus passes, emergency card, like the very, very most important paperwork that you have to start off your school year with. So I got one of these for all the boys. So I'll be working on that tomorrow. Like I said yesterday in my live stream, we're not planning anything for Labor Day. It's going to be a reset for us because my kids are actually starting school this week on Thursday. Sierra, I dropped the link if you want to come up, sweetheart. I've been dropped it in the beginning. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's in there. You can tap it. Let me just welcome others into the chat. Christy, Team Happy, Mega Love shout out. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. You say that's one of the best backpack drives you've seen. Me too. Like, what's sad is I don't take advantage of a lot of free things in the community because I feel so bad. Even though my kids are privy to it just like the other children, I just look at it like, let the people that's a little less fortunate than us go and take advantage of the free things. I was so happy that we went over there today. I was really, really reluctant. When we got there, we were like, to me, I felt like we were an hour early, but they actually said we were on time. My mother told me it started at 11. We got there right at 11, and I rushed to get there so we could be there at the beginning so the kids can enjoy everything, because my mom said the lady said it was going to be a lot going on. But they weren't, like, set up yet. So we parked. They didn't want anybody coming in the parking lot. They had it blocked off, so we parked, like, right across the street where I can look right at it, and I was watching them set everything up. They hadn't even started grilling the burgers and stuff, and I'm like, so they must be just doing burgers and hot dogs. That don't take long to grill. So by the time we go around and do like their face painting and get registered and stuff like that, then the kids can have their burgers later or whatever. So, and that was on time for lunch for us. So it was really nice. They had everything really, really organized. I forgot to tell you, they did give us raffle tickets. Even myself as an adult, they set up where I can get a raffle ticket. Hey, mama. And, they did a raffle. I didn't hang around for that because we did have to leave at the end. But they were giving out when we were leaving, and the lady was like, "Oh, well, I was hoping you stayed around because you was here from the beginning, and you and those kids are so well mannered, and you guys did everything. You didn't give us no problems or nothing." Because there was people, people gonna act the fool wherever they go. And they wanted extra of this, and they didn't have kids with them. And she's like, well, the kids really need to be here to receive the backpack. The woman wanted to go and collect 6 backpacks, but you don't have any kids with you. Like, where do you find that fair? So, people want to challenge rules. And Tamika Davis, welcome in, Queen. I see you in here. Appreciate having you. So the raft, she was like, I really wanted you to get the opportunity to win because you were here. You were so nice, and your kids were well behaved. So she basically told me, she was like, well, I'll just tell you in case you don't come back. The raffle I wanted you to win was going to be like $50 gift card, and it's basically for the family, like for when the kids start their first day of school this week, so that the mom, like myself, could treat the family to like some type of breakfast or dinner where I didn't have to cook to make the first day of school easy. So that was so cute. And it seemed like this woman wanted me to hang around like she was going to rig it and make sure I won. But I didn't want her to do that. But I was just so happy that, she was very, very considerate. What I did learn is, like I was saying, they're a brand new church that came from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and they relocated here in Jersey, and they were trying to do this outreach to drive people to come into their new facility. And I thought it was really, really nice. And it was like, do you have a church home? And I was like, yeah, we actually go to church, and I told them the name of my church and where we go. And it's a little ways. But I was like, I do like to find some local places where me and the kids can go, and possibly they have like some youth programs that the kids can partake in throughout the week in the evenings, like after homework and stuff like that, because I want to keep these kids on the straight and narrow. So any type of youth program and stuff that I can find for them, I'm all in for some assistance. Because if you guys think about it, that's taking advantage of getting free services to keep these boys on track, like a big brother program, so to speak, because they do try to make sure they grab the little boys and keep them on the straight and narrow. So I like that kind of stuff. And then the kids get the opportunity to do like Bible study and stuff like that. So, and it's assistance for me. When I go in to do Bible study, they have childcare and stuff like that. So I like programs like that where the family can benefit. So I was telling them, like, yeah, we can visit the church. So I'm really, really looking forward to us getting up tomorrow morning and going to visit this church. When I tell y'all they was following us across the parking lot, it took us an hour trying to get away from there. Every time they saw us heading towards our car, somebody was coming across the parking lot, flagging us down. Miss, it's Sister Wanda, right? I was like, oh my God, they don't remember my name. We gonna see you in church tomorrow, right, Sister Wanda? I said, now y'all know I told y'all I have a church home. But if we're not like obligated to do anything because you're asking me on the spot here, sure, we do not mind coming. Listen, you're very close to where we live. I don't even have to spend no money. I ain't even have to use a gallon of gas. Yes, we can come. So they were very nice and hospitable. I really enjoyed my entire time there. They kept making sure that I was comfortable, making sure I was okay. Come here, let me move your chair over to the shade. You know, they were really, really looking out. They did have a guy out there that was, I want to say he might have been very high functioning, but special needs. And he was greeting people and stuff like that. And I think he was kind of intimidating a lot of the visitors because they were kind of like trying to get away from him. But because I work with human services and I've dealt with a number of different clients, stuff like that don't bother me. But, you know, different stroke for different folks. So I was just like, maybe they should have been mindful of having him because, like, every time somebody parked, he was running up to their car. And I can see the kids getting a little intimidated. Now, my kids have been exposed to that type of clientele because I work in that field. And I talk to them about people with disabilities. And I make sure when they see people in the community, I say, don't stare, don't stare. And I explain to them that they're making the person feel uncomfortable. So my kids are aware of stuff like that. But everybody's children are not, because everybody is not okay with being around it. I have had clients that I have taken in the community, and you can tell people don't want to be around them and stuff. So, you know, I'm smart enough. I assess, like, what's going on around me, and I know when it's time for me to take the clients and go, or I know when people are okay. But then you'll have some people that'll come up to me like, oh my God, thank you for what you do. Your job is not easy. I applaud you. Thank you so much. I have a special needs individual in my family. We couldn't even keep up with them, so we had to place them. And I get it. I get it both ways. So you really have to make sure that the people where you're taking your clients are comfortable too. But at the same time, they do have rights. They can be at these community events and stuff like that, just like everybody else. So, you know, I am still mindful of people that's around. She said her son got the same Paw Patrol. That's a nice one. I think that's my favorite one, to be honest. When I saw that, I was like, wow, like they had, and I want to say they had the youth at all the different tables, like giving you the spill on the church and the programs and different stuff like that. And I thought that was so nice to get those children accustomed to public speaking and, you know, inviting people and being hospitable as well. And of course, you know, individuals are individuals. I was speaking with Sierra a little while ago, and I was telling her, like, they did have some teenage girls, you know, they were a little fresh. You already know what you get. But I know that the adults were aware because they kept coming over there monitoring, and they kept intervening when it was necessary, and they was checking them little girls. But overall, the girls were doing a good job. It's just like when they were trying to explain something, one of them would be talking, then the other one would jump over the conversation and kind of take over. So they have to just work on them when it comes to that. Like, let this one explain, and then you come in with your pitch. Like, they were just kind of like pointing, like, that lady over there, that's Sister Irene, and that's Brother Hubert, and it was just a lot going on. And I had the 4 boys, and the little one, he tries to get away, and they got to remember that you're on a heavily traveled highway here, so you got to be mindful of people that have children, all the distractions. So again, the guy that was like a high functioning special needs, just running up to people, it could have caused some problems. So I kind of got it. And then like, he wanted to be this greeter, and so he might be with one family up at their car, and then another family pulling, he running across the parking lot yelling. This one family got back in the car and left, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I was next to them, because I would have explained. But he scared them, running across the parking lot like, hey, don't you? And I was like, oh my God, he means well, but see, they got to understand, he can't be on the front line like that. Not like that. Not in that capacity. You're trying to drive people in, and he completely drove them away.
Yeah, I feel like or someone needs to be up there with him. That way they, understand that, it's more than welcoming from all around.
Yeah, it was a bit much. I mean, he was doing his job. Listen, he did what he set out to do. It's just his delivery. He did what he knew, but he scared them folk off. Baby, them kids got that car so quick, and so did that woman. I was like, oh my God, I wish I was over there so I could let them know, like, it's okay. He's just being hospitable. But they were too far away, and I couldn't help them, and it is what it is. But people were coming up there. I don't think that they were taking advantage of everything that they had out there to offer. I think they really came for the backpacks, because they was cutting right out to their cars and leaving. And later, I found out that the woman really did not want the backpacks to be given out up front. So clearly those young girls wasn't clear on that, because that was a part of the raffle giveaway. So they gave away the backpack. So the raffle was, because that was going to be the children's raffle. And the kids get to pick whatever backpack they wanted. And then, like, after that, after the ones who won, then everybody can go pick what they want. But again, when you have young adults, not even young adults, these were teenage girls on the front line, you have to have somebody up there overseeing them. So, I mean, trial and error, I guess. They'll get better. The next one, Labor Day, is also hubby's birthday. Oh, wow. Happy birthday in advance to your hubby. Helenista, welcome, sissy. Thank you for coming in. I feel like I said that, but I'm not sure. These live streams be day after day, and I feel like, was that today or yesterday? Sometimes I'm confused up here. Charge it to my brain and not my heart. I'm sorry. Christy, I know I spoke to Wave, yeah. Playing Teen Titans out here. Okay, I finally got to, I'm going to come up and mute myself. Teen Titans, wow. You love Paw Patrol, Christy? Yeah, that one is really, really nice. Again, that's like my favorite one. Hey, Precious. Dropping in, Miss Wanda, looking good. Sounds like a good place to visit. They do be recruited. Listen, let me tell y'all. It really took an hour for me to get off them grounds. And as I was going to my car, the guy was like, so you'll be at, which one? You going to be at the first or second service tomorrow? Because if you miss 11, we going to be here again at 4:30. Listen, you couldn't tell him no. You couldn't tell him no. So I will definitely go and visit the church, because, and I was like, well, I do have to ask this, what's your dress code? Not that, because I go to church dressed like I'm going to church. Some folk don't. But I wanted to be clear, because you don't want to disrespect anybody's church home. And he was like, no, now see, okay, so I'm glad you asked that. Great question. He was like, I'm dressed like this today because, we doing this. He was like, oh, but baby, on Sunday. I said, okay, say no more. In other words, he be shot. So he was like, I'm not telling you got to put on your best rags. I said, I got it. I understand. Come like I'm coming to church. I said, because different churches, some of them say come as you are. He said, no, we ain't that relaxed. We relax today because what we doing, but we ain't that relaxed. And I said, I got you. I said, listen, I'm from the South. I like a good family down home church. He said, well, then you on the right grounds. So he did introduce me to the pastor. And she came out, and what I liked about that is she was like, anybody that want prayer, a special prayer, you can come inside and I'll do a prayer with you. And I wanted that. Because like I said, my oldest grandson is still transitioning with the loss of his grandma. And even though I don't talk about it all the time, there are still some rough days and some rough nights, of course, with anybody who's going through that type of loss. And so, school is still not like situated for him for this upcoming school year. I'm still jumping through hoops and doing some things with the whole transition. They're saying to me, like, you're not on any paperwork here at the old school. So therefore, I can't even get access to the information that I need to get him into the new school. So I have been faced with a lot. On top of being not 100% because my health issue I had going on, but trying to get this baby situated. And this is what I have been telling the state worker since last school year, before school even finished. I'm like, you're looking at it like school is coming to an end, but we still have to deal with next school year come September, and time is not on our side. So I need y'all to do what y'all need to do. So it's still a lot going on. Y'all pray for us, because I'm telling you, it's not easy. I told y'all some days I want to just pull every dread out of my head. I really, really want to pull all these locks and just toss them out the window somewhere. That's how frustrated I am and want to pull my hair out. And I found myself going in the bathroom and praying more often for Almighty, because I need that quiet time, just me and God alone, and I have to talk to God. But I wanted the special prayers today because I wanted that woman to just pray over this situation so everything is situated with this boy. I do not want this week to come and them other boys go back into their normal routine and he's just still dangling in the wind like he was back in March when it all happened. It's so hard. And the answers that I need lie with a woman who's now in the grave. Like, this is so frustrating. I don't even have the health insurance for this baby. They won't talk to me because I don't know how to confirm her information when I call in over the phone. So I have to start the process of getting insurance and stuff for him all over again. And it's very, very frustrating. It's a very unfortunate situation. I just wish that we would have had a better rapport, because I told y'all we didn't always have the greatest relationship, me and his other grandma. But I had to humble myself and meet her where she was so that we can make the best possible situation out of this all. And we did. We found a way to work with each other. And it was, for the most part, it was effective. But there was still this trust thing going on. For whatever reason, they did not trust giving me his information to help out with medical appointments and me getting a life insurance policy on him. Like, I can do all these things for these little ones in my home because I have guardianship over them. But when it came to him, I had to be delicate with that situation, because if I say the wrong thing, then they would take him away and I wouldn't be able to see him and all that kind of stuff, like holding that over my head. And I even set up where I met with my life insurance agent and I did everything I possibly could on my end. And then all he had to do at that point was I gave him her number. Listen, y'all talk to each other without me. And she set up for this man to come to her and meet her, but she never went through with anything. So I never had access to any of his information. So right now I don't have birth certificate. I don't have social security card. I don't have anything to conduct business for him. I'm just housing his body here and making sure he's safe and secure. That's about the size of it. So you can understand where I'm frustrated. I'm like to these people, like, so in the event of an emergency, what am I supposed to do? Y'all are the state. It's almost 6 months at this point because this all started in March. It's September. What are y'all going to do? Where does the custody lie? Clearly it's not with me because I'm not on any documents. What's going on here? They're playing a lot of games and it's very, very frustrating. You so busy running our background checks, but you ain't doing anything to give this boy services. So he needs the counseling services. I've told y'all that in the past. Who wouldn't going through something like this? He needs the medical. He needs the dental. So right now, I recently found a place that would work with me and take care of him and do things on a sliding scale while I'm in the process of trying to get some insurance and stuff in place. And then what happens is they'll hold the records of every monies that me and my hubby pay out, and then they will reimburse us. That's the best I can do at this point because he needs to be seen by somebody's PCP and dentist. But when you're dealing with a bunch of folk that's thinking backwards or just can care less, because I had to be frank with the woman the other day. Like, listen, can't you handle all your affairs? She was like, yeah. I said, well, then I need to be able to do the same thing for him. I really do. Because y'all quick to go in these homes and remove these kids for other reasons. Isn't this a form of abuse and neglect? Because at this point, I feel like even you, the state, have failed this baby. Y'all want to keep coming to my home and visiting him every month, but what are you doing for him? It's very frustrating. So I basically put my foot down and I had to go above their heads because I'm dealing with you who is what did she say? She's investigation. So we haven't even gotten past the first group of people to get to resources or anything. So you're still in the investigation phase. Oh my God, really? And you done nothing for him? So basically they're not trying to do their job because that would warrant for them to have to go into the courts and take his custody on paper and then place him into my home. The only reason why I can't just supersede all this and go do it myself is because they were already involved before I even got a phone call from him to come get him because his grandma was in the hospital. It's just the way things played out, so I have to go along with all this foolishness. So I have to wait for them to basically give mom enough rope to hang herself so they can go ahead and move in and do what they need to do in order for me to proceed. But it's 6 months. It's time to go to school. What happens now? If y'all remember last year, I struggled with contacting his school and letting them know that he was under a special circumstance. And it took about 5 weeks, but they were able to finally get some transportation from my house to his school and bring him back home in the evening. But that was contracted to end on the last day of school, and that's what happened. So here we are with a new school year, and nobody's done anything all summer. Now, mind you, I kept reminding them. But again, it's just a job for some people. They just go in, BS for 8 hours and go home. But I'm like, okay, so you got a boss. So I did what I thought you're supposed to do anywhere. Follow a chain of command. So when I can't get past you, I call your boss, and your boss have the guts not to return my call. 2 weeks later, you reached out again, and I'm like, I reached out to your boss. Oh, no, she told me to talk to you and mom on a 3-way. Well, no. I went around you because I wanted to talk to her. She can't send you back to me. That's not how the chain of command works. So when you tell me that your boss don't have any intentions on calling me back so we can get a resolve to this, then I have to call your boss's boss. And that's what I did. So now everybody got their panties in the bunch. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you're frustrated with yourself because I tried to do it the right way. You didn't want to work with me. You didn't want to call me back. You didn't even want to hear my grievance. So now, that I did what I had to do, now everybody's frustrated. Right. Makes a lot of sense. That is awful, seeing the circumstance the school needs to work with you. They absolutely will not. I have been calling both the old school and the new school, New school can't work with me until the old school work with me and give me what I need to bring to them. Unbelievable. And you all, all mommies, you know what it is to get kids registered and or transferred in a school. It's not easy. It's a lot of documentation that is required. Praying the situation get resolved. Soon he needs insurance and to be able to attend. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it seems like the only person that's advocating for him is me. Hey, MrsAmaechi. Hey, PMC. Welcome. I'm feeling better. Still not 100%. And what I mean by that is they keep insisting that I had an upper respiratory infection that eventually turned into bronchitis. However, I am feeling much better, but I'm still having issues with like getting winded in between tasks or chores where I never did before. I'm able to do stuff, but then I have to keep taking these breaks in between. And something tells me that was the vid. But they don't want to say that because they don't want to keep reporting cases here. They want to act like this thing is over because they declared it over. So how do they do that? Stop reporting all these cases. So I really, really believe that's what it is because I'm getting winded and I'm having the exhaustion, which I never really did before. But I'm just doing everything in my power now to keep up with healthy lifestyle as far as eating and exercise. And I'm just doing what my body tell me. Take it easy. I know when it's time to push, and I know when it's time like, okay, you're doing too much, you overexert and go sit down. I have been doing that. I have been responding to what my body tells me to do lately. Tawala, welcome, Queen. Thank you for being here. Appreciate having you. One moment. I'm sorry. Did your grandbaby have services before coming to you? Yes, he did. But unfortunately now, when you call into these systems and you have to verify and you have to have the exact phone number that the person used whenever they applied for the assistant, they ask you for specific information, and it's specifically that phone number. And if you can't provide that number, and you know how often people change numbers, then they won't go any further with you. So that's the problem I'm having where I can't. So now I have to just take the necessary steps to just apply for him for it and start all over where I have all the information. Because it seems like this is where he's going to be. The goal was reunification with him and his mother, but that doesn't seem to be like what her goal is. Let me just say that. Thank you so much, PMC. I'm definitely doing whatever it takes. I'm still drinking a lot of broth, and I'm still drinking a lot of hot teas. I haven't gotten my coffee in yet because I still have congestion like in the chest. I tried that whole Mucinex thing. Like I always tell people, it doesn't work for me. A lot of people swear by it, but it doesn't work for me. So now went back to my old, what I knew works for me, Robitussin DM. So I'm taking that now at night. Dose up on your B complex vitamins. Okay. See, this is my sissy. She always come through with the home remedies and stuff like that for me. Thank you so much. And I'll be doing a lot of vitamins, but I will B complex. Okay. Got you. Thank you so much, sissy. But his worker is supposed to give you all that info if they have you. Well, this is the thing. He is kind of stuck in transition. They don't have his guardianship yet. That's what I'm trying to say. They're playing around with this. They're trying to give the mom enough rope to hang herself. Okay, it's been 6 months. So when do you go into the courts and take his custody? Right now, his custody is what they're saying. It belongs with no one. His mother don't have it because her mother had guardianship before she passed, legal guardianship. The custody is with the woman that's in the grave. So that's why we're kind of stuck. That's the whole problem. Yeah, I know how it works. We're foster parents. I've been dealing with the system now for about 8 years. We take in children all the time. How is it this difficult for me to take in my own grandchild? This is crazy. And they know that I know the system. They know because I use their term. Listen, when I'm talking to them, I use their terminology the way they understand it because that's the words they like to toss at us. I know. And they know that I know because when I went, put that down. When I went above the boss's head and reported the situation up, I talked to them in their language. And then they had to have what they call a family team meeting. But they did it virtually with me and mom. And guess what? They allowed her to get frustrated and get off the computer. So then the meeting, the family team meeting, was with me and them. What good is that if we don't have the other end? Who is responsible financially? Like, I'm not supposed to be spending a dime. I am paternal grandmom, so you know I'm going to do what I have to do, right? But realistically, what they were trying to force is for me and mom to go to court and get a joint custody. And I'm like, I'm not nobody's baby daddy. What are you talking about? No. Again, I did not have the greatest rapport with this girl, which is why I was dealing with her mother. I'm not doing that. Y'all can't even keep her on a virtual meeting. What do you want me to do with that? No. Before this grandma passed, I had absolutely no contact with his mom in about 8 years. I'm not going into no joint custody. What? Make this make sense. Anything for them to get their self out of it. Okay, we got a plan in place. They agreed to take his custody joint and they can close the case out. I'm not allowing them to get out of it. They don't want to be financially responsible for him. They don't want to offer these services. It's not your stuff. It belongs to the state of New Jersey. I already know this end of things, so I'm just going to hold their feet to the fire. It's unfortunate that he's losing in the interim, but at the end he's going to win because he has somebody like me who knows exactly what to do. See, that's a mistake I made in the past when it came to TJ, which is the next oldest to him, the 8-year-old now. I didn't have custody of him once he was born. He was with his parents for 10 months. I showed up in court to support my son and walked out with a baby. They stuck me with him because I was out in the waiting area. They don't let you in the courtroom if you're not a part of the actual case anymore. So DCP&P was in there because the mom had an open case. But I don't know what was going on in the courtroom before I was asked to come in. All I know is the worker came in the hallway, Miss Chandler, looking for me. And, oh, the judge want to ask you a question. He knew what he was doing. If he didn't know I was outside, they would have had to take his custody and then bring him to me and take care of him financially. But he knew I was outside, so he ran and got me. And unbeknownst to me, I don't know what's going. Turn that down. I don't know what's going on in there. So I go in there, and as soon as I walk in, I'm sworn in, and I walk out with a baby. It was a setup. So now I'm smarter than that because I know this side of things. You done put me through the resource and pride classes. I have now been a foster parent with an open house for emergency placement and vacation placement and all that. I done learned. See, one thing about me, don't teach me nothing. And specifically, don't see when you go in there, you got to learn the chain of command because you are now like, it's like you work for them in a sense, and you have to know who's the supervisor over this, who does this, who handles this. So I know that each child have a law guardian that represents them. They got their own attorney. I know that everybody has their own nurse. Everybody have their own case manager. Everybody has their own casework supervisor and case worker. There's a lot of moving parts to this, but I do know because why? I already had 3 kids, and guess what? I had a revolving door. I had to adopt these kids to get all these people out of my house. The day that the judge slapped the gavel on the last adoption, all those people disappeared out of my house. And me and hubby felt like, oh my God, we can breathe again. Because now the babies are ours. We got new birth certificates that says I'm the mother, he's the father. So all of that went away. until this year in March when this woman went in the hospital and this baby called me. If it wasn't for the fact that my grandson called me and I said, yeah, baby, I'm on my way. I was on a live stream. And he came in one night like, I got something to tell you. Can I tell you? And I said, not in my live stream. Wait till I hang up and then you can call me because, you know, kids, they'll blurt things out. But he's smart enough. I need to get in touch with my grandma. And when I got myself off that live, he was like, I need you to come get me. I can't be here like this. What are you going to do as grandma? You going to stop what you're doing and you going to head over there. I went over there on 2 wheels and got him. And guess what? I've been stuck with him ever since. Not that it's a bad thing, but nobody is doing what they supposed to do on their end to get him back. I told you the goal was reunification and that's not happening. Marcel, welcome. Mega love shout out. Team Happy, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the prayer, sissy. I need it. Pray you all have a good night. Time to get ready for work. Okay, I gotta hit this clock for the day. Oh, next 13 hours. She's probably gone by now. But have a great shift, Wanda. Thank you so much. They are supposed to assist Tawala, but they're doing absolutely nothing for me but giving me headaches and anxiety. East Dad, welcome, King. You had some good stuff going on there. Listen, why do you play the most gory games? Oh my God, I be watching it, right? And I'm like, what in the heck? Why? I don't understand. But I guess, because I see the people that's in there watching it like, oh yeah, I forgot they got something new going on. I'm like, oh my God, am I the only one that don't play these games? Like, I felt kind of out of place last night. Yeah, that's crazy. They gonna give me his Medicaid number? Nope, not at all. Listen, I know other people that work here for the same state of New Jersey, but in different counties and stuff. But you know, they don't know who you know. And I talk to my people and they be like, no, you do this, you know. So, you know, you have your secret weapons and they're not supposed to be operating like this. But when people don't want to do their job, they do that. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, y'all quick to go into people's home and snatch those kids up, but you won't do the right thing. Like, come on now. So I guess, you know, it's going to take for something to happen. And then everybody going to run up in here and you should have did this. No, you should have did what you had to do. And I'm just wondering, like, who's overseeing the case? Like, where are they? Why aren't there so many sets of eyes on here? Which is why I went around them and reported it. I need more eyes on this case because the clock is ticking and ain't nobody doing the work. School is here. School should have never come back upon us, and this stuff shouldn't have been rectified. Exactly, sister. Knowledge is power. They messed around and taught me. Same thing happened with childcare. When I put my kids in childcare, I went to the childcare office and signed up like I wanted to be a home care provider. Why? Not because I like to sit in training classes, but that's the only way for me to know that my home care provider was doing what she was supposed to be doing. How can I call you out on stuff that you're doing inappropriately if I really don't know the backside of what you're really supposed to be doing and not doing? And what made me want to do it is because she was doing a lot of things that I felt like she shouldn't have. So I sat in on the course. Listen, 2 hours to be a home care provider in your home. The course itself, 2 hours. 2 hours of in-person training. And then the rest is fill out the documents that they give you in the folder. And they'll run your background and all that kind of stuff. Outside of that, the inspector will come to your home and walk through your home and go through things and tell you what can and can't be there and stuff, just like a regular inspection that we do here. But in those classes, they told us a lot. Like, we know it's your home. We know you're the home care provider. But when those doors open for business, because you let them know what hours you're operating, you're not supposed to be having your friends over there hanging out, lounging with you and stuff like that, because this is a business at this point. We're paying you To have your home license, it's a business right now. So you can't be having this person over here lollygagging and this person over here lollygagging. It's supposed to be those parents bringing those children to you, and y'all going over and they supposed to clock these kids in and out and all this kind of stuff. But it was a lot of foolishness going on over there. The parents who have these cards that look just like a Family First card that's supposed to serve as for clocking in and out if the person don't have the actual clock in and out system by the door for you to punch in and actually swipe in and out. You're supposed to be able to pick up their phone. How can I pick up the phone and use it when your teenage kids are on it all the time? So I couldn't get my kids in and out. Those parents was giving her all their cards and she was punching them in and out, and they was messing things up, and it wasn't adding up, and the people at the office got suspects. So they started calling all of us parents asking what's going on over there. They was calling us like just on the spot, like, hi, this is such and such from childcare. And I'm like, what's wrong? You need some paperwork? And they like, no, I need to talk to you. And it was an investigation on the childcare provider. So I'm like, no, I need to know what she should and shouldn't be doing. And come to find out, all them people I used to see there and stuff like that, they ain't had no business there. It takes a second for something to go wrong, and then there's a whole big investigation. Like, why would you even take on this type of job if you don't think that rules should apply to you? You gotta be, it's your home. But again, even the people that live in your home, unbeknownst to me, you didn't even tell everybody who was supposed to be, who really lived in that home, because they had criminal backgrounds and it would show up and you couldn't have this type of job. So these people are hiding, and it was just crazy. It was crazy. But just like when you're doing what I'm doing as a a resource home for adopting and just like for state kids, for placement and stuff like that, everyone in the home 18 and older is supposed to have a criminal background check. That's the way it goes. That's the rules. Let me welcome anyone coming in. Afro Max, welcome. Thank you for joining in, fam. Appreciate having you here. He said, yes, it's not for everyone. It really is not, Eastad, if you're still here. But I still enjoy I told you and your narration that you got going on over there. You so funny. I could just sit there and let it run and laugh at you all night. It is amazing to be able to turn your home into a business, and it's really, really easy to do. You just have to be one that follows instructions. They do allow for you to have what's an assistant. So the new woman that I went with that normally comes into the chat, Cassandra Coverdale, and I introduced her and told you guys that I used her since TJ was a baby. Excellent. So that's the difference of an excellent home care provider versus someone who's just like, no. You got to be careful who you leave your kids with. And I always felt comfortable in her home. I even took her family as my family. We're still, really, really close. I can pick up the phone and chat with her anytime. And that's what you want. You want to know that when you're at work, you don't have to be concerned, like, are my babies okay or whatever. And she kept me in the loop. She knew everything that was going on with them babies. And, she would just tell me things sometimes like, his teeth coming in. Like, she was so attentive, and I love that. She's like, watch. And she was giving him the cup, and I heard it click. And I'm like, oh, my God, it broke through his little gums. And I was a little jealous because she caught it before me. But that's how attentive she was with my kiddos, and I loved it. And it really makes a mother feel good when you absolutely have to go to work, but you have someone that you really can trust with the care of your children. So much so that when I went on a cruise, I left my babies with her. Y'all, I said, listen, I don't want to put them with anybody else. How much you gonna charge me? And we worked something out, because that's where I felt comfortable, because I knew that if I was out on that water and couldn't talk to them, I knew they were okay. I haven't gone on another since, because I told y'all Tata had separation anxiety, and it was too much getting over that. But it is very important to know that the person who you have caring for your kids, you can trust. Very correct. Your home becomes a business, and all chit-chatting. Right. Chilling with friends around is not advisable. Listen, that first woman, baby, I didn't know who belonged there, who didn't belong there. It was crazy. And they even tell you to have yourself an assistant who is someone that's there all the time helping you out. And then you work out a payment arrangement with how you're going to pay them. That's between you and them. That's your little contract. The contract from you and childcare is yourself and them. So you're responsible for paying your assistant. And a sub, they tell you to delegate someone as your sub. You put all this on record so that if they ever do like a pop-up visit and it's your sub there, they can look like, okay, yeah, this is her sub. They'll just ask the person for their ID to prove that you are who you say you are. And, normally you say, I need, a week off, but my sub's going to fill in for me that week. So they know that your house is still open for operation, that you wouldn't be, even if you're upstairs sleeping because you're sick or whatever, that your sub is now filling in for you along with your assistant. My current babysitter that comes into the chat, she does it 24 hours. She does it 3 shifts. So, you have to hire an overnight staff person that's going to be awake for the 8 hours so that you and your assistant can get some rest. So she got it together. She got it under control. The home is nice and clean. The space is way more than the kids actually need. She actually do activities with them. She takes them out in the community. Like, big difference. I'm telling you, big difference. Jazz plus 10, welcome, Queen. It's been a while since I seen you. How you been? The last upload I saw with you and the kiddos, girl, let me tell you, you be busy. You put me to shame. I was actually not feeling well when I watched your last video. And I saw y'all make pizzas. I was like, yo, this girl, you on it. I don't know how you do all that. But I guess, because a lot of people say to me, like, oh, my God, you be out with them kids. You don't care. Listen, I can't let having 4 little ones stop me from going to the supermarket. We got to eat. I can't let 4 little ones stop me from doing functions in the community. We have to be social. As I was saying in my live stream last night, a lot of people want to chastise their children when they get them in the community, but you don't even discipline them in the home. That's never going to work. They're going to embarrass you every time. So if you have structure from day one, you're going to be fine. Whether you're in home or in the community. You might have to give them some reminders because kids are going to test you. We all know they do that. Sometimes all you got to do is cut them a look. And they already know. They catch eyes with you. They know what that means. Sometimes it takes a little more than a look. You might have to grab their little arm and be like, don't let me tell you again. You have to give them that pep talk in the car right before you get out. However, whatever, they know what you mean. But you do an amazing job. You really, really do. So, I have to give credit where it's due. Twala, I hope all works out for you, Miss A. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Twala. Appreciate having you. I will be checking you out too and running you. She's in our one of our groups over on Instagram. MLW, welcome, King. Good to have you 2 days in a row. Appreciate having you here again. Thank you so much. We did actually have a topic, guys. We're an hour into just busting it up here. I got to telling everybody about the function that me and the kiddos went to today down at a local church. And it got so good, we never even got into the topic. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go back and change the topic once I get off this live and save that topic for another day. Jazz, if you're ever interested in joining any of our group collabs, please do so because you'll be having some interesting content. And it'll be a good way for you to shed light on your channel through our platforms. Get some more eyes on your channel. Let people see how awesome you are with those babies. That's how you get us family channels in the mommy sector out there. Your pleasure. Welcome, Queen. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Really quickly, for anybody who's just coming in or missed it earlier, I went to a backpack drive with the kids, and I'll just show you some of the backpacks we got. Let me see, where is that one? This is one of the ones for TJ with a Spider-Man. This is one that he picked out. It was a really, really nice drive. I'm happy we went there. My mom actually met this woman who told her to bring us. This is Kha'yair's. He chose Jurassic Park. So this is Tyjon. He chose Paw Patrol. Very, very nice backpacks. They have the sides for the water bottles on both sides. Very, very nice. And the extra pockets and stuff. And this is Tyzier's. He chose Mario Brothers. So these are the backpacks we got today. We went to another one the other day. They had like the plain color. All the backpacks were black, but then the stitchings were different colors. So they had like a red, an orange, a blue, and a green. And the kids chose one there. And inside, with both drives, inside these backpacks, they have a folder, one subject notebook, composition books, scissors, pencil pouch with pencils, erasers, pencil sharpeners, glue sticks, scissors. Really, really nice. So if they have anything in your area, you might want to check out those drives. So now my kids all have 2 new backpacks each from us going to the 2 drives. The first one was just like a regular backpack drive. Just get your backpacks and go, and thank you so much. But today it was at a local church, so they had a bouncy house. They got their face painting, water ice. It was free food, so they had burgers, hot dogs, pasta salad, chips, all kind of chips and stuff, soda, juices, water. The pastor came out and prayed with us all. They had shades for adults that you can choose a nice pair of shades out there, the backpacks. They had raffles going on. It was a lot going on. It was really, really nice. So if you guys do have a drive in your area, it would be nice. It's free. Take the kiddos out. Let them have some fun. If they're doing it to that extent, I'm not sure. But it would be nice. Where's Sierra? I'm trying to... Well, yeah, we do have a collab coming up, you guys. Decorate My Space, which is coming up next week. Well, this upcoming Thursday. Any space in your home, a closet, a drawer, a dresser, because I've seen people organize their junk drawer and use that as their upload, and it works. So any space in your home, it could be a shelf that you want to dust off and redecorate, whatever. It's called Decorate My Space. If you want to do a tablescape, if you want to redecorate your kids' room, your bathroom, whatever, join in on it. A linen closet, anything works. If you're anything. Because I have drawer organizers that I still need to put in my drawers in my room, so I can use something like that. Any space in your home that you want to organize and or decorate, join in on the collab. DM myself at Pretty Brown Eyes 2 or Just Being Sierra, and join in on the fun. The more the merrier. And again, you get to get across everybody's platform, so you get more eyes on your channel. I'm telling you guys, joining in group collabs, and not just ours, is a great way to network. A lot of people come in like, well, I've never done it. Well, we have separate chats over there where we actually walk you through it step by step. The only thing you're going to do different when you're doing a group collab, for anybody who's not aware, you're just going to mention myself as the host and Sierra as the co-host, and you're just going to say all of this in your intro or at some point during your upload, that this collab is with a group of women that you met on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and you will be sure to include the playlist link down in your description box. That's it. As long as you mention those things, you're in the collab, and you keep your upload thing to whatever our title is, that's the collab. Once you finish and you edit and you upload it to YouTube, you're going to put it as unlisted. You're going to DM myself or Sierra your link privately. We're going to add it into a playlist. Once we add it, we're going to come back and tell you, go ahead and schedule it for Thursday at 1 o'clock. Real simple. On Thursday, I release all the videos at the same time. And on each person's video, we are announcing a collab. We're announcing that I'm the host and Sierra's the co-host, and that we do have a playlist link down in the description box for everybody that's participating. And that way the viewers can tap that playlist link and let us all play and everybody get a view. You might get some subscriptions. You're definitely going to get some watch time. So it's a win-win. You might want to get in on this. It really, really works. And once you see yourself doing it time after time, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be us. There are other people out here in YouTube land that does collabs as well. Just get in on it so that you can get, instead of just only your same viewers watching you over and over, you're on other people's platform, and now their viewers get the opportunity to watch you and possibly subscribe, and you gain subscribers, watch hours, and everything else. Your YouTube video analytics start doing some great things. You're going to see your numbers changing everywhere. It's a great way to get started with networking. Another way is just like you're here today in my live stream. Start popping into people's live stream. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm here for the first time. Get to know people. A lot of people network that way. That's how I met Eastad. That's how I met Jazz Plus 10. I believe she was over in the Andra's live stream when I met her. MLW Fishing Man, I met him in someone's live stream as well. Sierra, I've been to her side. Tawala, I met her because she came in my live stream and introduced herself. Afromex, I met them in someone's live stream. But it is a good way to network and meet new people. Normally in the chats, the host can say to you, drop your links, or if they got moderators, drop the links, let everybody get acquainted. Go check out each other's channel. It's a great way to grow your channel. She say, I love a good giveaway and get together all in one. Absolutely. It's definitely nice getting to know new people and new places. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back and visit that church too. Last collab for the month of September and October are these. Thank you, Sierra. Baking with the kiddos. Anybody who got kids, go get you some cookie dough. They got Halloween cookie dough. They got chocolate chip. They always got sugar cookies and stuff. Go get a pack of cookie dough. If you into making everything from scratch, even better. Do that. Just bake something with one kid. If you don't have to have multiple, because it say with the kiddos, one kid, just bake and get in on a group collab. It's not that difficult. It's not that deep. It don't have to be no grand upload. Just keep with the theme. Bake with the kiddos. So you bake with the kiddos and give us your link. Loads of laundry. Who doesn't do laundry? Everybody should be able to join in on this one. We do laundry. I do laundry 3 times a week over here. I'm sure other people doing laundry too. So next time you do laundry, get you some footage. Put yourself together. Upload. Send us your link. Come on over. Favorite pumpkin recipe. I know everybody don't like pumpkin, but I'm telling you, make yourself your favorite pumpkin coffee. It's a lot of different pumpkin things. I don't just want to toss it out there because it might be somebody's idea I'm giving away, but any pumpkin recipes that you have, coffee, whatever you want to mix up and make out of pumpkin, bring it on. Bring it on. Our family harvest. Now that can be where you can decorate your house harvesting. That's really popular right now where people are doing fall decorating. Decorate. Show us different areas of your home where you put out some fall colored floral plants and different things like that. A tablescape. Again, think outside the box. It could be you making your family favorite meal, harvest type meal, whatever. Maybe it's apple cider. This is that time of the year. Just get creative. Just think harvest and go. Happy homemaking. We all know what that is. That's like a reset. A lot of people do Sunday resets or weekly resets. Do something. Get in on the group collabs. And then the very final one is Halloween treats. Make something Halloween themed. Again, go get you some Halloween cookies. I've seen somebody uploading that just the other day. As long as you do something with Halloween, you can get in on these collabs. A lot of people are intimidated to get on. But the hardest part is you putting your content together. The easy part is we give you the pitch. Hi, this collab is with MrsAmaechi from the Amaechi tribe. Just being Sierra is the co-host, and a group of other ladies that I met here on YouTube. I will be sure to include everybody's link down in the description box below. Done. Upload it. Send me your link. I'll add it to the playlist. I'll come back and tell you go ahead and schedule it. All the work you had to do was done. The last thing I would do is the night before, I'm going to send you out the link to add to your description box, and that's the actual link with everybody's videos attached. That's it. The night before, you got one more thing to do. Go take that link that I give you and put it in your description box. And if you need it sooner, I can give it to you sooner. But I like to do it really, really organized because we do this every week, and that's the only way that me and Sierra can keep everything straight. We do the hard part. So please get in on it. And one other collab that we're doing for the rest of the year is adult beverage. I had to remind people, coffee is an adult beverage. A mocha is an adult beverage. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. We found that a lot of people were saying, I wanted to get in, but I don't drink alcohol. You don't have to. A tea. Yeah, just come on in, join in on the collabs. They're actually fun. Sierra, you want to add anything?
Yeah, they actually really are fun. It's something different. Sometimes these collabs can push you out of your comfort zone as well, just because you're like, oh, okay, well, favorite pumpkin recipe. Like Wanda said, doesn't have to be like, oh, it's something that you're going to actually eat, something you're going to try. You could easily make this and you can gift it to a teacher, gift it to a neighbor, gift it to whoever you want. I know for a fact that I don't like pumpkin drinks, but I like to make stuff with pumpkin in it. So you can do either or, but you also can spice things up with your pumpkin to make you not taste it. There's plenty of things that you can do, such as research. You can easily go to Google and type in recipes that don't taste like pumpkin, but you're still using pumpkin. Just a little tip for you.
Let me see. So please join in on the fun. Welcome, Kimberly. I saw you sneak in the back door, Queen. Good to have you here. We had one of your good friends in here last night, Kimberly. She made sure she let us know that she found my channel by way of you. Thank you so much. I do need to speak with you, Kimberly. I'll DM you after this live stream over on Instagram, just about the date that we settled on for part 2 of International Love. For anyone that didn't see part 1, please go back and watch that. That is, and I hate to say this, but it's true. It was, to me, my best live stream to date. And I have now been doing lives 11 months this month. But that was so much fun. It was the first time I had 3 additional people on the panel with me as my guests. We talked openly and honestly about our relationships, either our marriage or dating or being engaged to Nigerian men. A lot of our viewers were able to learn a lot. They were curious about what it's like dating foreign men or Nigerian men. We're going to stick with Nigerian because that's what we all have in common. It absolutely was so much fun. I have been looking forward to part 2. I have a number of questions that were DM'd to me after we had part 1, like, let's go, they're ready for part 2. But unfortunately, I got sick. And now I'm feeling so much better, and I'm up for doing live stream. And unfortunately, Lacey is down, and we have to have all 4 of us. So I do have a date, not Tuesday coming, the following Tuesday. Kim, I believe that's the 13th when I looked it up. But I'll go over some things, like I said, on Instagram with you after the live stream. But we do have that. We have a number of good topics coming up. Actually, this Tuesday, I believe it's battling dealing with and or battling with depression. So I have individuals that reached out to me because I always tell people, if you want to come up on my platform, you're more than welcome. Especially if there's a specific topic that you would like to join in on. Again, you're more than welcome. And folk have actually reached out to me, and these are topics that they would like to do, so I'm all for it. I'm very interested in having different guests on the panel. As you guys can see, I do not have a problem with bringing up Sierra, Judith, dropping a link down in the chat, inviting anybody to come up here and have fun. It really is fun. So yeah, I see where Jazz Plus 10 says she would like to join in on it too. So Sierra, you said you got that right. Okay. Good. Adult beverage collab, okay. Let's see what she say. Yeah, you just have to be creative, and it's fun to see what everyone comes up. It really is, because we do not disclose beforehand what we're going to do or bring to the collab. We normally wait till collab day and just watch everybody's upload and give a genuine comment, and I really like that. Because a lot of people be coming with some stuff I wasn't expecting. Right before I went live, I was able to chat with Sierra Kim, and I said, Kim came with that lunch idea. I was mad that I wasn't feeling good and I wasn't able to get in on it. My feelings was so hurt. I couldn't join in on that one. I don't care about last week that I missed, but this one, I really wanted to be in on it, because last week, oh my God, I still couldn't even lift my head up off the pillow. But this week I was feeling like I was on the mend, but I just couldn't make it happen. So I was so jealous. But you did really, really good. Sierra too, she knocked it out the ballpark. I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna have to bring this one back because I feel left out. I even told Sierra, I think I'm gonna still do that by myself. Sierra came with the bento boxes and everything, trays. That was very, very nice. You made me want to go and get those trays, girls. I'm looking into them. You said Amazon, right?
Nah.
I'm going to look them up. Listen, my kids don't even pack lunch and take to school, but I want them. Because you know we take road trips, so I really, really want them. She said, oh, that friend. Okay. Sierra told us, yes. Yeah. Okay, so she know who introduced. Okay. Yeah, listen, that live was off the chain, honey. You got to invite me on your channel to go live with you, Kim. I'm down. I don't think you use StreamYard though, so you got to get down with StreamYard so you can get some guests up on the panel with you, make things a little more interesting. It's good to sit down for an hour or two and have some girl talk. She said, okay, she dropped the link. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, listen, I'm happy that I'm feeling better. Y'all don't know. I was missing y'all. I was sounding like a little man. Y'all wasn't going to be able to understand me if I would have came on live when I was feeling down. I came on that Friday to let y'all know that you wouldn't see me for a bit, but I still tried to keep up in the algorithm with the whole Veda thing. Some days I was falling short and I had to throw up a short real quick because they was the days, listen, I couldn't even get up. I was holding the wall to go to the bathroom and stuff. But I really, really wanted to go live. I missed y'all. What'd she say? That should have said real from me. Okay. Instagram. Yes, I love that video. I wanted to. You talk about those boxes? Yeah, they were nice. I'm going to get them. I don't care if my kids don't pack lunches. Like I said, when they go to the sitters or when they go with my mom, or what, I'm going to make an excuse to pack something in them boxes because we get them boxes. Say, yes, I need to learn something. You did good when you offered us that class. You have any more coming up for us, girl? You need to teach us some of them beautiful thumbnails you be using. I started using your little 3-part concept lately. I like that better. I used to do the four squares, but I think I like your 3-part better. I've been using that for the past week or so.
I agree.
Oh, I'm done with Kim. Kim, I just saw this. Exactly. Listen, I would really like to be up there so I could tease you a bit. But no, you really need to admit. I'll be down. You got to take it to Kha'yair because I don't know. What did he charger? No, don't need charger. Take it to Kha'yair. He can unlock it, not me, baby. Yeah, I would like to sit down in the chat on that. I don't want to be up there with you teasing. I want to go up there if you're having girl talk. But when you're interviewing some men, you want me to get some men you can interview? If you learn how to do StreamYard, I'll get you some men that you can interview. Michelle, welcome. Mega love shout out, Team Happy. Thank you for being here. Sierra, anything else you want to add before we close out?
We named it all. We talked about the collabs. We talked about what you got coming up. I think that's it.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining in. Another thing we missed was the Saturday song, movie, and TV trivia. I'll be doing that real soon because we missed it last month. So I'll try to get it in for next Saturday. But I am still looking forward to some girl talk. We do have an interesting topic coming on Saturday. It's going to be Judith and myself. Anybody else want to come up? You're welcome. But Judith said something in one of the past live streams on Saturday about the fact that she dated a woman for 13 and a half years. And someone DM'd me for that. And she's down. So I think that's going to be our next Saturday hot topic. She's going to talk open and honestly. We can ask questions about that relationship that she had with a woman for 13 and a half years. And y'all know, if anybody that was in my live stream last night heard her say, and Sierra, you might have missed this. This was in the beginning. Oh, some story times about to come on building Ace Legacy. I was like, oh my God. Listen. That you don't want to miss. When I tell y'all, and I keep telling y'all, she's an open book. She really, really is. Lots of fun. Never a dull moment. What you get here is just a small portion of what it really is. So I'm going to sit down with her one-on-one and interview her and unleash the dragon for y'all a bit. Okay? So next Saturday for our girl talk. I didn't schedule it today because I knew I was taking the kids out because my mom was riding me all week. But next Saturday, we're going to have that topic as our girl talk topic. Woo! Talk about a tongue twister. And again, on Tuesday, we're going to shoot for dealing with depression. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate having you. Love and respect to you all. Enjoy your Saturday.